I'm sad to be a Ghanaian. What the hell is happening in Ghana airport? America's security or their policemen is searching Ghana security officers in our own airport. I'm not proud as a Ghanaian. This is absolutely bullshit. When Ghanaian and African presidents and our diplomats visit America, do they allow us to send our policemen to search them? What the fuck is happening? Are we normal as people? Why allow Americans search our security officers in our own country? Who the hell is Kamala Harris? Who is she? How many people even know that woman in the United States? Are we stupid? Why allow these people to search our security officers in our own country? Our president is a traitor.
Timo, yes, here. Information about told John is a Russian president Vladimir Putin will deploy a tactical nuclear weapons in neighboring Belarus. What are the consequences? What are the implications, and what effect does it have on the Russia-Ukraine war?
Okay, so the can kind of a strategy Russians need to use because over Belarus has been loyal to Russia after the dissolution of Soviet Union, and most countries decided to move to the west and join NATO. But looking at Belarus have been a country loyal to Russia. They said they were not going to move to the west. They decided to stay with Russia. Russia economy collapse, but they were loyal to Russia in times and over Belarus, over Belarus economy now, it is somehow attached to Russia. So Belarus because Russia and a poor Belarus economically. It's just like what the relationship we see between Hungary and Russia, because if you look at energy between Russia and Hungary, about $10 billion US. So if Hungary decides to detach themselves from Russia, the economy will collapse. The same thing applies to Belarus here. And anything over Belarus in all time they support the Russians. Number two, because of some lawyer, Vladimir Putin said, they will use everything under the sun to protect Belarus. This is what he said. They will use everything under the sun to protect Belarus. But Belarus has always been a loyal country to the Russians. And strategically, Belarus is important to the Russians because Omobe attacking Kiev from Crimea to Kiev is very, very far. So Belarus is very, very close to Kiev. So they can attack Kiev through Belarus, and it's very, very easy. So we have about 50,000 men in Belarus, as I speak to you. They have about 1,000 tanks in Belarus. And in order to deter the West from attacking any weapons in Belarus, or attacking the Russians, or attacking all the weapons they deploy in Belarus, so they have to give Belarus technical nuclear weapons to deter the West. Say, no be attacking Belarus because the Russians will respond. So I think this is the main reason why they decided to deploy weapons in Belarus.
I see. Western media are reporting say most of the Western leaders have condemned the act, saying it's an act of escalation. Now, Mami Bissau, near Russia, is it something Sabio Iriasi Ubianye Bida? Russia is the first nation to deploy tactical nuclear weapons to a allied nation, and I say a friendly nation, and I say ABB, America for any Western nations, no, or Muyada. Send the city.
I mean, I know the Western, I see them to be jokers. As an act of escalation, who are they telling? And you are talking to Vladimir Putin here. This is Russia near Afghanistan. You see, one of the biggest mistakes the West is trying to do is they are trying to treat Russia like Afghanistan or Iraq or just more countries. Russia is a superpower. Russia defeated America several times in proxy wars. So this is the country that you are talking about. An act of what escalation? America are giving many countries, even within the Baltics, Romania, and Turkey. You've given all these countries nuclear weapons. I.e., Germany need nuclear weapons, France with nuclear weapons, Britain with nuclear weapons. So American ally, most of them even have nuclear weapons. And in NATO, United States have the right to give any country within NATO nuclear weapons. So what makes them think is that they have the right to deploy nuclear weapons, and the Russians have no right to deploy nuclear weapons to another country? I
That's
mean,
double standards and hypocrisy.
yeah, hypocrisy. And in fact, Mukuranuma deploy nuclear weapons to many countries around the world. More than the Russians. Russians entertain nuclear weapons, but Russia with nuclear weapons, change NATO countries in India bomb together with America, nuclear weapons. Russia with nuclear weapons, even the Russians have more modern nuclear weapons. It is more modern, it is more dangerous, more than anybody on earth, more than any country. America comes nowhere close to the Russians when it comes to about 1 year for nuclear weapons. And yeah, let me give you a quick example. I mean, over in Second World War, America used atomic bomb. They used the atomic bomb. Said the bear non-person with the Russians, and they said if they joke with them, they'll do them the same thing. Like the Soviet Union, but a warning to the Soviet Union. I mean, there was no basis for America using atomic bomb. Then Hiroshima Nagasaki bomb, it was baseless. America, right to 1950 more, America for Syria. No matter two atomic bomb were testing. No matter two nuclear weapon were testing. Almost tested by say about 4 or 5. And a Russia 42 and one a Russia for testing one nuclear weapon. Now one no more testing, you know. As we are seeing in a shaky. So one no more testing. It been CPM. Every time Russia for testing one, America for testing nuclear weapon and as atomic bomb. Because they got to realize that some fear where you're sorry the Russians nuclear no bugger. And yeah, I forgot the nuclear weapon they even use. I mean, actually, I made this quite a long time. In fact, almost tested a nuclear weapon. It was far devastating more than any nuclear weapon that America has ever created. So since then, America grandpa making mistake that say, hey, I'm going to test nuclear weapon. So why? I'm testing by 4 to 5. Nothing in Russia for that. And Russia for back. I'm testing back up in 19 something. That is all. ABC, everybody can make about. Ubetman making research about even Kromo Babe nuclear weapon. I'm the parachute. And a nuclear weapon because plane Babe Jim no one ya now
private victim or private victim.
So I mean it was far different that nuclear weapon test and ever since a free war America for Russia for India group. And ever since Omicron using nuclear weapon over there. And that is the last thing of nuclear weapon ever be seen. So we are talking about a country like Russia, you cannot come out and threaten Russia, say it's escalation. Okay, why escalating? What can you do and so what? No country in EU and also no country within NATO can even try the Russians when it comes to nuclear weapons. Dynamic Russia bet my nuclear weapons 10 and maybe every country. So you are dealing with Russia here. This is even not even main nuclear weapons. This is main nuclear weapons on the
say you can say tactical nuclear weapon, any the main nuclear weapon, and so yeah,
tactical nuclear weapon, I don't know the devastation and much higher. To say nuclear weapon ankasa. The nuclear weapon can take down cities and countries, but with the tactical nuclear weapon, it minimize it and yet too much sir. And I don't know what form. And my name is a tactical. So when you tactical and I say this is when they start to use the main nuclear weapons. So tactical nuclear weapons it is just there to it is just there say or the it just minimized or two I don't know still now so and that is when they start to escalate and go the nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapon is very, very dangerous. I mean devastation into a more and nuclear weapon
I see. Now some move doesn't mean that Russia is ready to use nuclear weapons in the war in Ukraine. Doesn't mean this move now or movie Belarus. Does it? Because I know that Russia used Belarus to invade Ukraine. And they say now already nukes no air Belarus no. Does it mean say they are ready to use nuclear weapons in Ukraine now?
No, I mean, I strongly believe that Russia and North Korea in nuclear one ideology. Neither will North Korea use nuclear weapons first, and neither will Russia use nuclear weapons first. It is just there to deter the West, to tell the West to say, if we try our ally with nukes or anything, we are not going to forgive. So Russia will never use nuclear weapons first. And two, the Russian nuclear doctrine doesn't even permit, say, the Russians will use nuclear weapons first. It is only meant for retaliation or if their state of survival is at risk. So I don't believe it. And even looking at the war, no, they make us say, so people using nuclear weapon, and Russia, it will be the West. Because Russia have big opportunity in Ukraine. They are winning the war. There is no reason why Russia be risking the citizen. Wow, why winning? I mean, with any.
Yes. Right.
And I don't know what upper hand, no. Russia was upper hand with Ukraine. So why would he use the nuclear weapon in a situation whereby he will end up trading nuclear weapons with the West and end up killing his citizens? So there's no need that Russia will use nuclear weapons. In fact, Russia never, Russia has never said it anywhere, say they will use nuclear weapons first. Western propaganda. Trust.
But the Western media keep saying, say, Vladimir Putin so got nuclear weapon. Yeah, just they always painting some image.
I mean, Vladimir Putin can't be that. Trust. And I said Britain will not hesitate to use nuclear weapons in Russia. And that was when Vladimir Putin also responded, said, more modern. And to try to Jimmy Sam now, we are not going to forgive you. And last night, said the Russians, their nuclear doctrine, launch on detection. The moment over fire nuclear weapons, their radars are going to pick it up. They know where the nuclear weapon is coming from. So the nuclear weapon must not land in Russia before they retaliate. The moment they see, say, the government radars and detected, they also fire back. That is how the Russian nuclear doctrine is. So I reply or the man is trust. Enter my medical buy and the lifespan of cabbage grumble, yes, cabbage grumble, crank, obey 2 weeks to say, I'm saying, so if
you threaten Russia, you threaten your own country.
Exactly. Vladimir Putin started, Truman, Mamen Kyle, and don't win now. Money in that office.
Yes.
He's a trust. Boris Johnson or Moko. Most people, even Emmanuel Macron, when he threatened, that is why if you look at Turkey President Erdogan was in December, that man has been smart. Now he sees that he's not joining the Russian side. So Putin is a smart man. If you joke with him, man, mobile started, but that's right. But the man prepared ahead.
That's right. All right, Timo, may that be breathe now.
Na me shwe me kra Enfasi oben na woso Me wradi Jimmy Baba o Skanye kwa o Awodi yeso nye kwa Timinyari yasinya menina Na me shwe me kra Enfasi oben na woso Me ready Jimmy Mabao We ready Mabao We ready Jimmy Nega paje bebe Eti nini mekwa Iti Mabao We ready Jimmy Tika bebe amenye Eti nini mekwa Iti Mabao Kawa, Mkwani minyanko pom, Kukumutia Mesa no mopo. Meja Jimmy o mabawa. Wanye me a day. Wajifu bien ni wo. Eja me mumu ya wo. Na fantwe maso. Atemudi e mintimia. Eti Jimmy na si same wai. Na me ko kawo se panwa. E fantra mansai. Na me mo bia unse. Unkwani nyami o. Eti mabawai. Atinkwe mabao. Eradi mabao. Mabao. Eradi Jimmy e. Neja pati lewe. Eti minye kwa. Eti mabao. 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 Eradi Jimmy e. Sikale bramenye. Eti minye kwa. Eti mabao. So baby, I wouldn't share me so baby. I saw me to many shady far. Benkuni metia, would you baby try me? Me ready, Jimmy, Baba. Oh, Papa, Yakopon, or body self for Nedia, Mabao. Papa, near my area. Papa, family born in Jemio. Fedi emenya no nti enya dia besa meti bi mo